Okay. I'd like to add too, and some people say flattery will get you nowhere. However, I've been, following your work for a while now, and I must say you are right at the top of being a public servant. I needed to say that to you.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
that's
Hmm.
probably because she's a CPA. She has a master's degree in business administration. She has a Juris Doctorate. And what's interesting is that Dorothy and her siblings apparently have acquired 7 bachelor degrees, 6 master's degrees, 2 Juris Doctorate degrees, and 1 Doctor of Philosophy degree, as well as a CPA license. So basically, she has a whole university in her family. So,
Yes, we all attended the same university for an undergrad degree.
Hmm.
But I really credit that to my parents, who are both deceased now, Dinky and David Rabb, and they just simply worked hard and encouraged us, even though they were not educated people and they were poor. They encouraged us to go to college and get a good education. It's really a testament as to what young people can do when they just simply put their minds to it. It doesn't matter, what they have in life, what kind of job their parents have had, what kind of money they have. If you just simply put your mind to it. And I was speaking this morning at a church, and I was telling the young people, even in these public high schools, public elementary and high schools, where they may not have the best books, but study that book that you have, and learn that book, and be the best that you can be with what you have, what there is to offer.
yeah, because Dorothy received her law degree from Kent, and that's where I received my law degree. And believe me, receiving a Juris Doctorate from Kent Law School was required a lot of hard work. And I believe, Dorothy, when you went to Kent, I believe you worked and you were parenting and you were doing a lot of juggling and a lot of hard work. And not everybody could have accomplished what you accomplished. But
Yeah, I was 38 years old. By that time, I was living alone. My ex-husband was living out of state, and I was raising my daughter alone, and so it was a very difficult situation. And I had a full-time job, so you just really have to put your mind to it and be focused, and you can do that.
yeah, and I know you've often stated, and I hope I'm quoting you right, but I believe you've often stated that all my life, wherever I am and whatever I do, I try to conduct myself in a manner that would be pleasing to my father and mother because I represent the hopes and dreams that they instilled in our family. And I really like thinking about that because that is so important. And one of the reasons that I do what I do is because I'm trying to help ensure that all children in all communities can have 2 parents so they could know what the hopes and dreams of their parents are. And unfortunately, in our society, many fathers are vanishing from the landscape, and it's a real big problem. But philosophically, one of my missions in life is fighting for the entitlement of children to have 2 loving parents, and that's very, very important. You could be poor, you could have difficulties, but having the love of 2 parents and a stable family is very, very important, and that's what I fight for. But you've done an incredible job in running one of the largest unified court systems in the world. Is unbelievable because I don't know how you do it. I know their operating budget is in excess of $100 million.
Wow.
I know there's thousands of employees that work for you, and how do you do that on a day-to-day basis? Because it just sounds almost unmanageable for any human being to do.
Very, very challenging. They have a lot of management required, and you really have to make sure that you have good people. That's why my philosophy is professionalism over politics. having people in positions that can get the job done. And so because of that, because we put people in positions that can get the job done, we have, we're able to operate. There's a very good structure, that organizational structure I've established as well, and it's working all day, every day, staying focused, giving the employees my mission, and that is to provide good customer service, make sure that the system is the most efficient system as possible, having information technology in place to help to manage the millions and millions of case information that comes through, but also being financially responsible while we get the job done and training the employees. So we just simply work hard, and everyone works hard.